In this video, we will be discussing a public policy case prompt by Neeti Reeti, conducted by IIT Madras. Okay, so this is by the Public Policy Club of IIT Madras. It is a public case competition. Earlier in this YouTube channel, we have discussed two other policy case studies too. One from Kirorimal College of Delhi University and another from Hansraj College of Delhi University. So this is the third one. So first, let's check about the club. So Public Policy Club is the sole organization of IIT which deals with the essential subject of public policy and policy making inside the campus and works to engage more people toward policy discussion inside IIT Madras. Dealing with the essential subject of policy research, writing and drafting inside the campus, it also strives to engage more people towards policy discussion inside IIT Madras through creation of an open forum and development of multiple events and projects pertaining to public policy. Okay. So the event consists of two rounds. The first, you will be giving the case solutions, and the second is for the finalist, an offline round for the finalist. So 5 prompts are provided, out of which any one you can choose and solve. So here they require the use of technology in solving these public issues. So the first prompt, rejuvenating Kaveri. Can technology be used cost efficiently to revive a polluted river? The Kaveri is one of India's sacred river and a lifeline for many, but like many other rivers around the world, its water quality has degraded and become polluted, and tracts of it are drying up and suffering consequences of drought due to reasons like sewage pollution, agricultural and industrial damage. There has been a huge decline in the number of fishes, especially the carp, due to interference in their natural habitat. Because carp are bottom dwellers, sand mining and dredging impact their habitat too. Additionally, they lay eggs during the monsoon, but the changes in rain patterns, their life cycle has been disturbed, leading to a decline in numbers. Water quality in Kaveri has also been constantly decreasing due to heavy metal concentration in the river sediment. Heavy metal toxicity in aquatic ecosystems can cause oxidative stress in fish, causing chronic disease which also affect the local fishing community and economy. Industrial effluents and sewage continue to plague the Kaveri River today, affecting the health of villagers who depend on it for water for cleaning and drinking. According to another study, the bacteriological load in Kaveri is high and heavy metal pollution was 600 to 800 times permissible values due to the presence of pesticides and fertilizers from agricultural fields. High organic load and sewage pollution has also aided the proliferation of two invasive fish species, tilapia and African catfish, which has led to the destruction of native species. Imagine you are a consultant tasked by the government to come up with a rejuvenation and preservation plan for the river Kaveri. What technologies and strategies will you employ to clean up the chemical and biological impurities? What are the consequences and cost of employment of these technologies? Are they outweighed by the benefits? Will the solutions be effective and long term? Okay, so technologies and strategies strategies that you will employ to clean up the chemical and biological impurities. Then consequences and cost of employment of these technologies, benefits, long run, whether these solutions will be in long run. Okay, so these are the required required points in the solution of the first prompt. Second prompt: preventing the spread of digital misinformation through AI. What regulatory framework is required? As the major democracies of the world, America, Britain, India, Indonesia, Mexico, edged towards election in 2024, a new threat to the integrity of the democratic electoral process might be lurking. Advances in generative artificial intelligence, with models that can split out sophisticated essays and create realistic images from text prompts, have made fabricating fake political campaigns possible. Fake images, telephone calls, telephone calls, speeches, and deep fakes are becoming increasingly convincing and human as well as easy to proliferate through modern social media. Such misinformation can not only be proliferated by opposing political parties, but also by international entities trying to maneuver national elections for their own interest. Hence, it becomes crucial to eliminate such malicious uses of AI from electoral campaigning to preserve the democratic character of the elections in India. Suppose you are a part of a task force appointed to prevent such usage of AI in the elections. Identify regulatory and legislative measures that can be taken against the usage of such technologies in electoral campaigns. Also, formulate social campaigns on the part of the authorities to spread general awareness against dangers of such technologies. Sorry. Identify any preventive technologies and tools that can be used by the government to support and mitigate the spread of false information. State how such technologies can be made accessible to all the areas of the country, including rural and backward area. So, in the second case prompt, we need to identify regulatory and legislative measures that can be taken against the usage of such technologies in electoral campaigns. Regulatory and legislative measures. And next, formulate a social campaign. Okay, on spreading a general awareness. Then the fourth one is to identify some preventive technologies and tools that will be a help for the government to mitigate the spread of false information. And also we need to state how such technologies can be accessible to the all parts of country, including rural and backward area. So that's it of the second prompt. Now coming to the third prompt: enhancing political transparency, how to hold political parties financially accountable. So this was the prompt that I chose, and the technology that I used here was blockchain technology. Let me know in the comment section if you need a model of this particular solution PPT. I'll post a detailed explanation video on the same. Okay. So coming to the third prompt, according to the rules laid down by Election Commission of India, political parties must declare all donations received by them that exceed rupees 20,000 in a given year in a set format. Failure to do so makes the defaulting political parties ineligible for tax relief under Section 29C of the Representation of Peoples Act. These reports are made available in the public domain to increase transparency in the governing system. However, there is a lack of information on the action taken by Central Board of Direct Taxation against those political parties that fail to release their contribution reports. Further, an analysis of donation statements that are available reveals an incomplete, incorrect, or non-disclosure of PAN information of donations in several cases as declared by national parties and regional parties each year. During the period from financial year 2012-13 to 2017-18, the national parties declared receiving the total donations above 20,000 of rupees 2,140.36 crores. Of the total donations received by 6 national parties during this time, Total donations which with undeclared, incomplete or incorrect PAN details amount is to rupees 453.61 crores. Draft a model which ensures complete transparency and accountability. Political parties that default on or delay the submissions of their contribution reports or file incomplete information. I hope that is very clear. Just draft a model. Okay. And as I said before, just let me know in the comment section if you need a model PPT of this prompt. Next is prompt for sorry, voter fraudulency, how to overcome booth capturing and other malpractices through technical tools. During the Lok Sabha 2019 elections, 900 million eligible voters were expected to cast their ballot across approximately 10 lakh polling booths in India. Across some of these polling stations, several instances of booth capturing, violence, voter intimidation, etc. were reported in the media. One of the most serious cases of the booth rigging were reported from Tripura, where allegations of massive booth capturing and false voting resulted in repolling in 168 polling stations in 26 assembly constituencies. Most recently, in Feb 2021, amid the polling underway during the Punjab civic body polls, instances of violence including booth capturing, bogus voting, manhandling and clashes were reported, with media reports suggesting that around 40 miscreants entered a polling booth. Suggest some technical tools that can be used to combat booth capturing and booth rigging. How can these technologies be made accessible in remote and isolated regions? Okay, so coming to the last prompt, electoral bonds and transparency, how to protect voters' right to know. So this was something very controversial in the 2021 period. Okay, so if you're not familiar with the concept of electoral bonds, this is somewhat connected with the prompt 3 also. This is the new method through which a political party can get funding. The old method is given in the prompt 3 as all the donations under rupees 20,000, there is no need of like giving or what to say formalizing those. Only the donations above 20,000 have to be noted with the donators. Okay, so but that paved way for many discrepancies. There are many like political parties in India which even said that they only got donations under 20,000. Only got donations under 20,000 as they could easily divide all the donations. I mean, yeah, part all the donations like 19,999.550 like that and all. So that gave way to the birth of electoral bonds. But still, they in electoral bonds also many loopholes were presented. Let's check. So electoral bond is a financial instrument for making donations to political parties, as has been first pronounced by the finance minister in Union Budget 2017-18. According to the electoral bond scheme 2018, the electoral bond is a bond issued in the nature of a promissory note, which shall be bearer in character. A bearer instrument is one which does not carry the name of the buyer or payee, no ownership information is recorded, and the holder of the instrument is presumed to be its owner. That is the political party, okay? However, electoral bonds have been criticized by several scholars as having a major implication on transparency in political party finances. They have been accused of infringing the citizens' fundamental right to know and making the political class even more unanswerable and unaccountable by withholding crucial public information that goes against the very spirit of democracy and the rule of law. as a public policy expert working with a prominent think tank, draft a list of plausible solutions, keeping in mind that the interest of all stakeholders, including the political parties, the voters, and the election commission. Okay, so that's it. For the fifth prompt, you need to have a detailed clarification on what is electoral bond. See, electoral bond is, consider it as the funding. So we don't know, in this case we don't know the funder, the one who funds this political party. So imagine a situation where a political party X sorry, so they just before their, in their election manifesto, they just say that we'll protect environment, we are towards mother nature, we'll bring so many conservation projects. And you as a, what to say, as a voter who is an deep nature lover, or for you also the same applies in you, that you also need a conservation projects, that is what you also want in your leader, then you will vote for this particular party X, but you don't know who funds this X. So imagine a condition where if the X is funded by a mining owner, okay, or a land clearer, we don't know who like who funds them. If they are funded by such people, definitely after their victory in the election, they will work in accordance with the desires of their funders. I mean, donors. So there we will be getting, like, as a voter or as a individual, our rights are denied there. Got it? So that is what electoral bond means. But do check other study materials for more clarification on this particular concept. So that's all for today. Thank you.